Alright guys, check this out. I have an important update here on the euro versus the pound. You probably remember about 4 or 5 days ago I began to establish this bearish position and bearish conviction. I pulled the trigger even though price was still above 86.41, and I declared that 86.41 here as my main trigger point, right? That was my official trigger. And even though price was still kind of dancing from above, kind of testing and retesting that level, I had a feeling, a strong feeling that it's going to break, and not only going to break, reverse the move, right? Begin to build up another downside leg, which would probably be the last one in this trading range. Because if I count this correctly, this should be the 6th and last leg. So it means that it's more likely to continue on the downside and completely break out of that setup, right? That limitation of these 4 blue horizontal lines. Mostly I'm referring to the bottom one at 84.94. Once we break below that key level, price should continue to build up some serious downside momentum and basically just merge with the medium-term cycle, come back to the original downside trend. As you can see, we're coming from above for quite some time. We're having here a downside trend. Let me show you the big picture. It is equally interesting. You can see why I think price will begin to turn around, because I don't think it finished up that downside trend that that began around December 2018, when price was still, hovering around the levels of 90.50, touching base actually on this particular resistance 90.68, and then began the downside trend. I think price have more potential on the downside, so to speak. And once we can clear out that 86.41 with a weekly confirmation, I think that's important, then we'll have the confidence to carry on this this move that we think is going to manifest. And I think price has the potential to go all the way to 83.80. So I'm focusing on this particular key level as my primary price target. Now this 83.80 is actually a Fibonacci 1.618 projection level, and it's measured against that previous significant opposite move, which was this one from the very bottom to the very top, 1.618 right here, 83.80. And I think that's the potential when we talk about just continuation of this downside move. So yeah, we're starting with the stop loss level at 88, and as price we wait for the break below 86.41 with the weekly confirmation, and then of course we'll begin to adjust the stop loss level accordingly. I should say that I think the movement had begun, right? We can see that a couple of days ago price had landed, well, that was probably the 5th attempt to break 86.41. It actually failed. However, yesterday was quite decisive, because it started the day on the upside actually, and it came back, left a bit of a spike here, and turned around on the downside, kind of beginning to break away from that 86.41. So that's good news. Let's see if that's sustainable enough to continue and increase this position. All right, that's about that for the euro pound, guys. Till next time, be well.